Hey guys, this is Abhishek from GadgetTools.com, and today we are going to do a quick unboxing and full review of Lava Iris 504Q. Here we have the package of the device with us, and the overall package in terms of the look and feel is pretty good. Quite premium, I must say. Kind of a very sleek and stylish packing from Lava. On the back side of the box we have some specifications mentioned. So the device have 5-inch IPS display with OGS technology, as you can see, and it has a high definition resolution 1280x720, Android 4.2, and you will also get over the air updates for this particular device. You have 1.2 GHz quad-core processor, 8 megapixel back camera which is autofocus capable, and it has a BSI sensor as well. Front camera is 2 megapixel fixed focus. You have 3G Wi-Fi connectivity. Battery is 2000 mAh. You have proximity, light and gravity sensor on the device. You have 4 GB of internal memory and you have 1 GB of RAM. You have the OTG support on this device, and the thickness of the device is this is how the device looks like from the front and the back side. So let's unbox the device and let's take a look what we have in the package. Before we unbox the device, let me also tell you it also comes with a new technology which is implemented on this particular device with the help of the proximity sensor, which is called the gesture sensor technology. And with this gesture you can actually use the proximity sensor to change the images, to take the photograph in the camera gallery and do a lot more on the device. So here we have all the package contents of the Lava Iris 504Q. Here's the device. It has the battery inside. We have already inserted the 2000 mAh battery. It also comes with a flip cover like this, as you can see. And to actually attach the flip cover you will need to remove the back cover which comes within the package, and it is a black matte finish back cover with rubberized finish, and the back cover which we see on the flip cover is somewhat glossy in nature but again matte finish, and it does not have a rubberized feel to it. You also get the in-ear headphones within the package, as you can see, with a mic module over here, and it also has a button to pick the call, as you can see. You get the standard micro USB cable, the micro USB to USB cable. You also get an OTG cable within the package, as you can see. So this device does support OTG, so you can connect a flash drive with the help of this cable to the device and play the contents and the files from the flash drive. You also get the universal USB charger, and the output current is 1 ampere on this charger. And then you also get an additional screen guard within the package. One screen guard comes already applied on the device, as you can see. If you can notice, there is a screen guard already installed on the device. So this is how the Lava Iris 504Q looks with the flip cover on, and we have applied the flip cover, and the overall look and feel of the device is pretty good after applying the flip cover. One thing which I don't like about the flip cover is that the volume rocker gets hidden over here behind the flip cover, but you can access the buttons with your thumb. One more thing which is good about this flip cover is that it is intelligent in nature. So whenever you flip it on the display, it will turn off the display automatically, and whenever you open it, it will automatically wake up the device. The overall build quality of the flip cover is pretty good. It has a matte finish over here. There is no branding of any kind on the flip cover on the front. On the back side you have the plastic back cover, which is the part of the flip cover, and it is again white in nature, so it will attract dust very easily. Now in terms of the overall look and feel and build quality, the device is fairly good in terms of the build quality. It has OGS technology as far as the front glass is concerned. That means you have the touchscreen digitizer as well as the glass both attached to each other very closely. That means you will have a fairly lightweight device, and again the back cover of the device has been curved, as you can see over here, and it is quite light in terms of the overall weight. It is around 140 gram in terms of the weight, which is fairly light. As far as the thickness of the device is concerned, the device is fairly slim, and it is around 8.4 millimeter in terms of the thickness. Now before we start our review, let me just give you a hardware overview of the device. On the front, on the bottom, you have the touch capacitive buttons within the body of the phone, not within the display. Here at the top on the front you have the nice earpiece which is metallic. You have the front camera over here which is 2 megapixel fixed focus camera. You have the proximity sensors over here, and the proximity sensor on this device does play an additional role, and we will show you that. You have a primary mic here at the bottom. On this side of the phone, on the right, on the top, you have the power and sleep key over here. On the top you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. Here you have the 3.5mm audio jack for the headphones. On this side on the left, on the top, you have the volume rocker, which is a single button, gives you good amount of feedback. You have a nice shiny black lining across the edges of the phone, which makes it looks pretty good in terms of the overall look and feel. Back you have the 8 megapixel camera, which is autofocus camera with single LED flash, and you have a secondary mic over here for noise cancellation and video chat. Over here in the middle you have the Lava branding, and here you have the model number of the device mentioned, and you have the loudspeaker vents over here. And let me just remove the back cover to show you the phone from the back side. So on the back side you can see that this phone is a dual SIM phone. SIM card slot 1, SIM card slot 2, both will accept a normal size SIM card, and you have a micro SD memory card slot over here. But the micro SD memory card doesn't come within the package, you will have to buy on your own, and the battery is 2000 mAh as you can see. Now the form factor of this phone is fairly good. It looks quite large in terms of the display. It has a 5-inch IPS LCD display with OGS technology, and again the overall viewing angles of the display are quite wide, but there is little amount of color fading which will happen whenever you view the screen from extreme viewing angles, as you can see. As far as the build quality of this device is concerned, you have a front glass display which is again fairly good. As far as the technology we talk about, on the back you have a nice matte finish black back cover, which again gives the device a classy look. Now if we take a look over the hardware information of this device, the model number is Iris 504Q, and if we take a look over the processor, you have ARM V7 processor on this device, clocked at 1.2 GHz. It is a quad core processor as you can see. If we take a look over the display resolution, it is 720 into 1280, and you have PowerVR STX 544MP as GPU. Let's take a look over the sensors. So you have all these sensors on this device. You have 3-axis accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, light, gyro, 3-axis magnetic field sensor, that means it will also support GPS navigation. You have rotation vector sensor, gravity sensor, linear acceleration sensor, orientation sensor, and a corrected gyroscope sensor on this device. Now as far as home screens are concerned, you have 5 home screen which you can neither increase or decrease on this device. If we take a look over the supported wallpapers, you have video wallpaper support as well on this device, apart from the live wallpapers and static wallpapers. Now as you can notice, this device seems to be running Android 4.2, and let's find out the exact version of Android. So the exact version of Android is 4.2.1, and let's take a look over the storage. So this device has 4 GB of internal memory, and you do have the option of selecting the SD card as the default write disk, and you can also select the preferred install location. That means you can directly install apps on the SD card once you have the SD card inserted into the device. Internal memory, you have 0.98 reserved by the operating system for applications and other data, and you have around 1.86 GB of phone memory available to the user for installing applications, storing pictures, videos, and other data. And you have right now 720 MB available on this device, as we have installed a couple of applications and stored some pictures as well on this device. It does support automatic brightness as well. You also have the audio enhancement option over here, which will enable you to enhance the overall quality of sound which you will hear from the in-ear headphones which are supplied with this phone. Out of 1 GB you have around 567 MB of RAM free approximately most of the time. You also have the option of moving apps from the phone memory to the SD card, as you can see. You also have support for GPS navigation on this device, but before that you need to enable location services, and under location services make sure you have GPS satellites on, and under GPS satellites make sure that you enable GPS EPO assistance and assisted GPS before you can start using this device for navigation. You can also create a Wi-Fi hotspot using the 3G internet connection on this device. You have support for USB tethering and Bluetooth tethering on this device as well. As far as the overall UI is concerned, the UI is stock Android on this device. I do not notice any customizations on the UI front. The only customizations which I see on this device is the back wallpaper, which is already set on the device once you get the device out of the box. And when it comes to the widgets, I do not notice any new widgets which are specifically designed for this particular device. Again, you have all the stock Android widgets over here. Now this is how the camera UI look like, and again you have the option of taking HDR photos within the camera UI. You have beautification mode supported, panorama mode is also supported. You can take multi-angle view shots. If we take a look over the front camera, this is how the quality of the video will look like from the front camera whenever you do a video chat. And the front camera is again capable of doing a high definition video chat. However, the overall video stream from the front camera looks kind of hazy, but it is pretty good. And let me just go back, and once we go back, on the back you have a 8 megapixel camera, and let's take a look over the settings. So under the photo settings, we find that you do have zero shutter delay option which you can enable. You have face detection, you have continuous shot supported, 99 shots maximum you can take at once. The maximum picture size will be 8 megapixel, and when it comes to the preview size, you have this option over here. Under the video settings, you have EIS supported, you have microphone on which you can disable as well. And if you talk about the video quality, you can record high definition video at 1080p with fine quality. At high it will record at 30 frames per second again, and at high it will record video at 720p with 30 frames per second again. We have also taken some photos from this device in low light with some artificial light, basically in an indoor room, and the photo comes out to be pretty good in terms of the overall colors. However, if you zoom the photo a lot, you will see some kind of noise that will automatically happen, but at normal levels it looks pretty good in terms of the colors as well as in terms of details. And here are some other photos which we have captured from this device, as you can see. So the photo quality is pretty good, and the camera performs pretty well in daylight, whereas in low light it performs pretty okay, if not the best. This is how the phone dialer look like, and again you have the option of making a video call directly from the phone dialer. So the overall look and feel of the messaging application is again stock Android on this device, and you have a stock Android keyboard as well on this device, which does not support continuous typing, as you can see. But again, because of the big display size, the keyboard keys are quite nicely spaced out from each other, so you will not face any problem while typing on this device. Now when it comes to the pre-installed application which you will get on this device, you also get some trial version games pre-installed on the device. You have some games from Gameloft pre-installed. You have FM radio on this device. You have a Fusion application, a flashlight application which will allow you to use this flashlight over here as a torch. And then you have some other application pre-installed on the device like Hungama application, which will allow you to access the contents from Hungama video channel related to latest movies and Bollywood trailers which you can access. You also have a movie studio application which will allow you to edit videos on the go within this application, again which is a good feature. You also have Paytm application pre-installed on the device which will allow you to recharge your phones and SIM cards. And you have other application like sound recorder pre-installed. You have WhatsApp application not pre-installed, but again a download link to the Play Store. And you have a variety theme application over here with which you can actually change the look and feel of the device by applying different themes which will have different kind of icons. So as far as the browser is concerned, again you have a stock Android browser on this device which will again give you a kind of a full screen browsing experience whenever you do the kinetic scrolling, as you can see. And kinetic scrolling is quite smooth on this device. There is no lag of any kind. Page to zoom is quite fluid, if not the very smooth. There is a very little lag which you won't notice. And again the rendering of the text is quite precise, crisp and clear. When we talk about double tap to zoom does work fine without any issues. And panning is also pretty good on this device. And when it comes to playing YouTube videos within the web page on this browser, you can play YouTube videos within the web page without opening the YouTube application for the same on. Now as far as the LED notification is concerned, the device does have an LED notification which is over here behind the earpiece, as you can see. It will glow red whenever the device is running out of critical battery. If the device is fully charged, it will glow green after like 1 or 2 seconds, as you can see. And one key feature which we have on this device which I would like to highlight is the gesture control. So with the help of the gesture control, you can actually take photos by moving your hand over the proximity sensor on the device, which is over here. It's like this. The gesture control also works within the gallery application. So in case you are previewing some photos within the gallery, you can wave your hand over the proximity sensor to go across the images like this. So you don't even have to touch the device. And the gesture control also works within the music application, so you can actually wave your hand over the device like this to change the music track. And also it works in the FM radio application, so in case you are listening to an FM radio station, you can change the station by waving your hand over the proximity sensor like this. Now as far as high definition video playback is concerned, the device supports playing high definition videos both at 720p as well as at 1080p, and we did not face any issues as far as audio or video lag is concerned while playing high definition videos on this device. So as you can see, we are trying to play a high definition video from YouTube as of now on this device, and as far as viewing angles are concerned, the viewing angles are quite good and quite wide on this device while watching a video. However, there is some amount of color fading happening at extreme wide angles when you view the screen, and the video is getting played in high definition format. As far as call quality sound is concerned, the sound which comes out from the earpiece while making a voice call is pretty good, crisp and clear. We did not face any issues. As far as the sound which comes out from the earphones which come within the package of this phone is pretty good, because you get in-ear headphones within the package for this device. So as you can see, this is how the score looks like for the Quadrant Standard Benchmark utility, and the score is 3984 as you can see, and this is how the device ranks when it comes to comparing it with other devices. If we take a look over the detailed score, we have the total score 3984, CPU is 9172, memory is 3369, input output 4880, 2D is 238 and 3D is 2261. So as you can see, on AnTuTu the device scores 13106 as you can see, and here we have the look over to the detailed scores. This is how the detailed scores look like, and if we take a look over the bar chart to see where does the device ranks, so this is how the device ranks when it comes to comparing it with other devices. As you can see, on Ninamark the device scores 45.7 FPS, which is quite a decent score, and this device is capable of playing almost all the graphic intensive game you can think of, including Nova 3, Modern Combat 4. As far as casual games are concerned, you can play Dead Trigger, Frontline Commando, Temple Run OZ and other casual games on this device. So we have connected a flash drive using the OTG cable to the device, and we can see the flash drive listed over here as external USB storage, and we can play files from the flash drive over here as you can see. So now we are playing Temple Run OZ on this device to test the overall performance of the device as far as the graphics are concerned and the touchscreen response. So the touchscreen is quite responsive as you can see, and I do not notice any lag in the graphics till now. The draw distance for the game is also pretty good. So there is an instant response which I am getting from the touchscreen, and let's test the gravity sensor on this device. So the gravity sensor on the device is also working pretty well. Now as you might know that this phone has an OGS display, that means one glass solution display, which again makes the touchscreen much more responsive as compared to the other phones which comes in the same price bracket. This phone comes for a price of around 13 to 14,000 Indian rupees, and the touchscreen response which you get on this phone is actually much better than the other phones which you have in the same price segment. And to show you the same, I have enabled the developer options of show touches, and when I drag my finger, as you can see, there is a pointer on the touchscreen which actually follows my finger movement, and I do not notice any lag in my finger movement and the movement of this pointer over there on the touchscreen. So that means it shows the overall sensitivity of the touchscreen, which is much more sensitive to the finger touch as compared to the other phones. As far as the battery life is concerned, the battery life of this phone is around 1 day with moderate usage. So if you are a heavy user, then it may not last for you for around complete 1 day. That's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review of the Lava Iris 504Q is concerned. We will also come up with a detailed camera review, so stay tuned for that. We also are coming up with a benchmark and gaming review for this device, and we will also show you the sunlight visibility of this device in outdoor conditions. So do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.